Long ago, the world was nothing more than an endless sea, cloaked in a boundless sky, reaching as far as could possibly be imagined. Then two great titans came into existence. The Bionis and the Mechonis. The Titans were locked in a timeless battle. Until at last, only their lifeless corpses remained.
Hello, Kieran from Nintendad here with a preview of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition on Nintendo Switch. I hope you're well and staying safe out there. Grab a bowl of clear almonds, a cup of cool lemonade, and if you like what you see, make sure to hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and for the love of Zanza, turn notifications on. Having spent 2 wonderful weeks rediscovering the Bionis and Mechonis, I can safely say one thing. Shulk, Ryan, Melia and all have never looked this good. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition sees Monolith Soft's inaugural offering grace the Nintendo Switch family of systems, bringing with it a fresh lick of paint, an absurd amount of new textures and some utterly luminescent lighting effects that elevate this Grandoir Titan spanning journey. Sartorial Marsh at night was a thing of beauty in standard definition on the Wii. In Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, Sartorial Marsh is even richer and more radiant, with neon hues illuminating the night sky. The lighting effects put in place, pun very much intended, make this remaster shine. Crossing a bridge in Makna Forest with the foliage of the trees swaying gently in the wind up above, while dinosaurs and giants roam the ground below, is a sight to behold, and the nature of the remaster allows these locales to really prosper on the Nintendo Switch. All the work Monolith Soft has done with Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is evident, as this remaster not only holds its own but also transcends the aforementioned title. Even in handheld, while still a little grainy and rough around the edges, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition is superior to the experience of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It's not all good though. The animations remain from the original Wii offering, and anyone who has played it will know that they can be a little robotic. Given how opulent the new features of the remaster are, it can feel a little jarring seeing Shulk glitch his way over an obstacle. On my way to Prison Island, the area of the game that is permitted to be spoken about in this preview, I experienced a solid hour of cinematic cutscenes. This is where Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition really comes into its own. The story and subsequent character development that you experience is paramount to Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, and each and every gorgeous moment is as smooth as a soft sea cucumber. Considering the gameplay loop consists of walking a few hundred meters, fighting an enemy or two, and watching a mini-movie, this is a very good thing indeed. On top of that, quality of life improvements are generously sprinkled throughout that make Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition feel a lot more accessible than it has ever been before. As an example, side quests are infinitely more accessible due to the game's new tracking system. Whereas before you would get a marker on your map that directed you to the location of various pickups required to proceed, the addition of a dotted line now shows you the best route to travel in order to get there. Think Google Maps, right down to the real-time route adjustment, and you're on the right track. Battle mechanics have also benefited hugely from these new tweaks and all new prompts as to what move to use next, making achieving the break top of days stack an absolute breeze. Long gone are the days of memorising what combat action to perform next. While this might seem like a dumbed down experience, what it actually does is allow you to appreciate just how enjoyable the battle system put in place is. Enemies that have certain attack augments now have distinct markings by their names when highlighted. As an example, the monster that can paralyse now has an electricity effect. The monsters that might spike you have a wavy purple line. What this means is you can equip relevant gems before going in blind and ultimately getting frustrated when you're inexplicably hit with a one-hit kill move. Monolith Soft's penchant for creating new battle systems, rather than augmenting their current one, is evident in the game's additional story content, Future Connected, the events of which take place an entire year after the epic conclusion of the base game. Back to the battle system. While very familiar, Shulk and Melia's movesets are the same as in the base game, and Future Connected's new protagonists, Kino and Nene, the offspring of Hiropo and Riki, offering the tank and healer roles previously adopted by Rain and Sharla, the culmination is just a little different this time.
More is always merrier.
Gone are the chain attacks that could be utilised to deal huge amounts of damage, and in its place is the new Pond Spectre system, which makes use of the Pond Spectres you find scattered throughout the Biontech's shoulder, the area of the game that Future Connected takes place in.
Pond Spectres, heed my call.
Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, as the name suggests, is shaping up to be the best way to enjoy Monolith Soft's magnum opus, with a complete graphical overhaul, quality of life tweaks aplenty, and new story content that even further pushes this already all-encompassing adventure. With game production halted almost to a standstill, and Nintendo's own release window frugal as a result, to say the least, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition could well be the perfect tonic to these ever-changing uncertain times. Xenoblade Chronicles releases on May 29th, exclusively on the Nintendo Switch family of systems. Stay tuned to Nintendad for a full review coming soon, and thanks for watching.